Yes, welcome to the Arsenal stand, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy, Mr. Laughter, right here. As we actually here to discuss the game between Liverpool and Manchester City and the impact of that very game on the Arsenal struggle to get their first Premier League trophy after 21 years down the road with nothing completely in their bag. It's gonna be a lot of Manchester City and Arsenal and Liverpool rants around and also discussions. You can join the discussion as well on the link in the comment as well as you want to be part of the show, ladies and gentlemen. You are more than welcome. Now, the game between Liverpool and Manchester City just finished a while ago, and we are here really to discuss a little bit of a challenge that Arsenal are having. I know people have been talking a lot today about Arsenal going to bottle the league again, even when they are still 6 points ahead, and it's just mouth watering to listen to it, and it's frustrating to hear every single moment what people think of this particular team. And I am here really to back Arsenal, and I want to talk more on the things that I see in the Arsenal team that I have not seen in the Manchester City game completely. And we about to discuss some of the things. They were good today, and Manchester City, no doubt, they deserve to win this particular match that happened between them and Liverpool. And I'm very, very sure that this win might re-energize them, might rejuvenate them, might give them all the desire to see that they can trouble Arsenal in the pursuit for the Premier League. But I tell you, with what I've seen from City, what I've seen from Manchester United, what I've seen from Liverpool, what I've seen from Chelsea, what I've seen from all the entire team in the Premier League, I feel like Arsenal still stand out to be the most prolific and the most important team and the most well all round team to win this Premier League. And ask me why. I'm going to tell you one by one later on. But before we go into that, please subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed yet and be part of the channel. And always we bring to you the latest and the latest and the latest news concerning Arsenal, and we give to you every single moment as you guys enjoy from your comfort of your home. And we are here to discuss things with you. Now, as I told you, the link is going to be in the comment pinned up there if you want to join in the discussion. If you have a good internet and if you have probably a good computer, a good phone, wherever you want, you can even join with audio to be part of the discussion to discuss this issue with this wonderful title race that we are now entering into. We know it's been very, very good for Arsenal, and Arsenal has been battling it every single moment for this particular season, and it has helped a lot. And we have seen that with this Premier League, it's going to be a very, very tight, tight race. As we know, 6 points is not that much compared to the 9 points that we were anticipating from the game that probably we prayed that Liverpool could have done something for us, but never trust anybody when it comes to sports. Do your job and just let the rest do their job. That is what I can say to the Arsenal fans. Don't focus on Liverpool and don't think Liverpool is going to help you in any way to at least bring in anything that would help you. And we saw it today that Liverpool didn't turn up. It was so dreadful. It was just, oh man, frustrating in the week. Like the first half of the game, man. I don't know if you guys watched it. It was terrible to watch Liverpool at Anfield of all not actually doing what they're supposed to be doing. Liverpool, I tell you, they're in the mud, as people always say. Liverpool is in the mud. If they don't improve, Manchester United will actually finish above them. Tottenham Hotspur will finish above them. Even Aston Villa will finish above them. This could be the world record of a Premier League champion not finishing in the top four since they won the previous championship. This Liverpool team that everybody thought was going to be massive after winning the title the first season of Ancelot is becoming the worst team that has ever won. Not even we know Leicester Leicester City still owns the worst team that won Premier League actually after the next season, not qualifying for the Champions League. But it looks like Liverpool, if they don't improve on many things, the way I've watched Liverpool today, Salah is not the problem. Gakpo is not the problem. Soboslai, who was carrying this team the entire season, got a red card, and definitely he is going to be missed for 3, 4 matches for that red card. I have my say on the red card as well. It's not a red card that I expected a qualified referee to have given. Why? There are a lot of issues that happen in the match itself, but I'm not here to address all of them. But I'm going to talk on the few things that I see that Liverpool were at some point robbed a little bit with the penalty that should have been given against Salah. Would it have changed the game? Probably not. Would it have actually given momentum for Liverpool to go on and win the game? Probably yes. But is it bound to a referee to decide your game as if you're not at home? Is it upon the referee to decide on every single detail when it comes to scoring goals because you are not doing your job? No. We saw how this game turned out to be. Manchester City, they were good on the day for sure. They were playing their game, and I agree they deserve to win today. But did Liverpool actually show to us that they have improved? I just don't know how Arsenal never really beat this team at the Emirates. It just beat out of my mind. Like, how did Arsenal fail to beat Liverpool at the Emirates? Why and how? This very poor Liverpool side. I understand at Anfield it was just a worldie of a free kick, the same kind of free kick that really we saw Soboslai score again. And it's okay. It is totally okay. But I don't know how Arsenal didn't beat Liverpool at the Emirates. This is the worst team that I have ever seen play the game of football after being champions of a Premier League in my entire era. I don't know, guys. Let me know in the comment. I just don't know if you think the same thing that I'm thinking. Is is this going to be the worst Premier League champions that never made it back to the Champions League, never finished in the top four, missed maybe Champions League, missed Europe completely? Because with the look of it, I feel like Liverpool is just in a crisis, in a big, big crisis, and they need somebody to save them. I don't think Arne Slot is that coach that is going to turn thing around. I know Liverpool is this team that doesn't really look at sacking coaches as something that can improve them a bunch. And I realized that. And maybe that's what is stuck with them. Maybe that's why they don't want to really think of changing Arne Slot. He could turn things around for sure, but I don't think it's going to help them this particular season. The biggest thing with Liverpool right now is that they have too many old people in the team. I mean, Salah is on his prime age to retire. That's how I call it. Prime age to retire. Not to play football, but he has to at least move to a different league. I don't think Liverpool needs him at this moment. Van Dijk is not the Van Dijk that we signed long time ago that Liverpool knew. Is not that Van Dijk that everybody thought he would have been after many years of playing for in the Premier League. Liverpool defense is just terrible, guys. The defense itself, guys, is just I don't know how Ancelotti forgot or maybe just didn't spend the 120, 130 that he spent on what is his name? The striker. I will now I even now forget his name. He's injured. What is his name, guys? Let me know. That striker for Liverpool that is not even playing. Isak. Like, how would you spend 120 or 130 or 150 or whatever the amount is and leave your defense dying? Leave your defense like you didn't even look at it as something important. Anisot is playing basketball in the Premier League instead of playing what we call football. You can't go hand to hand every single moment. Look at the state of the finishing today. The game, Alisson, imagine your goalkeeper now staying up front as the striker and finishing the game just like that, guys. Man, guys, Liverpool. Let me laugh, but Liverpool, guys, I don't think Liverpool is that team that we know that they're supposed to. I don't know why even Arsenal fans had the thought. Even I myself thought Liverpool was gonna beat Manchester City. I don't know. Like I don't know where that thought came from because totally, guys, it's just it was so frustrating to watch the reigning champion being beaten by Manchester City, winning deals and deals like they were not competing. At least second half, I feel like they did something. The statistics is just very clear here. Like, look, Liverpool had 15 shots, Manchester City 15 shots, 5 shots on target, 7 shots on target, 45 possession and 54 possessions for Manchester City, 343 passes, 421 passes for Manchester City, 63% and accuracy in passes and 84% accuracy. Foul, trough, 16 for Manchester City, two yellow cards and 4 yellow cards, 1 red card for Soboslai. We already know that. Offside, 6, 2, then corners, 5 corners and 4. Now, on the table, Liverpool is number 6, and their form is just so terrible. Number 6 with 39 points. Brentford, that Arsenal is going to play this week, which is going to be on Thursday, I think, if I'm not mistaken. They are just at the back of Liverpool, and it's just only, they actually have the same point 39-39. Everton, who is at Marseille side, which is actually very close to also Liverpool, they have 37 points. Sunderland, 36 points. All these teams in the middle half of the Premier League table can actually overcome Liverpool if they don't improve. What kind of a champion is that? What are we looking into, guys? What is going on at Liverpool and what is going on at Manchester City? I will get to Manchester City to address it fully vis-a-vis with the Arsenal because I feel like I am an Arsenal fan and I want to talk about Arsenal football, but also I want to see a way to discuss Manchester City because people now saying that I feel like they're saying that this 6 points is nothing completely, and Arsenal cannot go on to win with 6 points. If Arsenal win all their games, the 11 games or even 13 games left, they are still in the pool place, like a poor place to still win this Premier League. I don't understand why people are now saying, yes, the Sharks have started, the Sharks have. We have seen Manchester City behave like this season, where they come in and turn teams around for a while and then they disappear. I think that's going to happen again. I don't think this Manchester City beating Liverpool is going to like kickstart everything. Now they will go in for a 10 run or maybe 5 run in a row. I don't see that happening, guys. I don't completely see that happening. The reason is the players that Manchester City have right now, currently, they don't have anything to show against Arsenal. These players that we have in the current squad for Manchester City, no one, almost apart from Rodri, has won anything in the Premier League. Maybe Foden, maybe Silva. There are three players. Those three players are the only ones, and maybe Alan. But doesn't mean that they are beating Liverpool can really change everything. All of a sudden now they are going to be the best team in the English team just in the run of 11, 14, or 13 games left. I don't see that happening completely, guys. I don't see that. Let me know in the comment, and please subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed yet and be part of the discussion. Let me pin the link up here, actually, if you want to join right away as well, because it's important to see if you would like to join as well and be part of the discussion in live here. For you to be part of it, because I want you guys to give me your view on this particular match, because I feel like we need it. We need to discuss this really, really well, because many people have now started saying Arsenal are not. Um, um, I pin it up there. So if you want to join the discussion. Now let me see some comments here. Is saying, yeah, can I have a shout out? Yes, yes, no problem, no problem, Jay. Let me know what you want to do. You can join the discussion as well. I just double tapped the screen with my tip. What does that mean? I just double tapped the screen with my tip. Okay, no problem. Thanks, brother. I just double tapped the screen with my tip. That's repeating that. Uh, what's that? What is the meaning? Uh, okay, I don't understand. Let me know. Maybe I'm just not understanding what you mean. But anyway, so if you want to join, it's just right there in the comments. Um, so let's see if we can take that out. Give me a second, guys. So it's very, very important that as we see Liverpool being demolished and the controversy that was there at the end, I want to give my opinion on it and just give my view on this particular last ending opportunity that caused a lot of issues and people were discussing it so much. Now we realize that we have seen things like that multiple times in the English Premier League, where referees decide to go with the law, or sometimes they just go with their gut. Now, in this situation that I've seen, it feels like Liverpool at some point were robbed. Totally think the pull that Guardiola or somebody had on I forget his name even on Mo Salah should have been a penalty to me. If they had sent Szoboszlai off for pulling Alan's shirt when he was about to go and score, it's the same opportunity that Salah had to score against Manchester City on the other end. I don't understand why this VAR did not really do that. I don't understand. I don't understand why VAR did not give that, or to even take a look at it, send the referee to see that it was supposed to be a penalty. If it was outside the box, they always give a free kick. Pull of a shirt anywhere is a fault. Everywhere in any Premier League match, if you pull somebody's shirt, it's always a fault if it is outside the box. Why did they not focus on that Salah's incident and only at the end had to send Soboslai out? Another option they could have done, instead of sending Soboslai out, they could have just allowed the goal to go on. Just count it as a 3 goal and let Soboslai play the next game. Now they have ruined two things. Soboslai was the best player for Liverpool for all these weeks, months. But now he's off. I don't know how Liverpool is going to survive without him, because he was single-handedly carrying this team in many of the big matches and the games that we had. I just don't know why this PGA mole is just making things difficult in the Premier League. Premier League is refereeing is not as it used to be, where it was respected, it was taken as every decision is the right decision. I don't understand that. Guys, let me know your take on it. Do you think Liverpool could have had a penalty, or it's just me thinking outside of the box? Do you think the goal that um, Manchester City scored at the end of the match, would that goal could that goal would have stood, or you think maybe it's just the problem of the referee? Because I didn't see the reason even as to why they even canceled that goal. That goal should have stood for me. Why do you penalize a player just because of like one goal? I know it makes a difference at the end of the season. Maybe if Arsenal doesn't have a good eye, probably doesn't have a good goal difference, and then Manchester City with that one goal probably tie the in points, and Manchester City would win the game because they have been given a goal that was supposed maybe not to have stood. But I don't know. But it's just a matter of discussion, guys. Um, Let me know in the comment what you guys think of this particular discussion, because I feel like I'm not seeing something here that maybe someone is not. I'm missing maybe something that somebody is not seeing. It's understandably. I don't know, guys. It's just frustrating how sometimes the referee ruin games. I know it was towards the end, so it couldn't even mattered anything. I don't think preventing that goal could have caused any difference, or maybe Liverpool could have scored a goal or something. No, because the game was almost just ending, and I think we need to move forward. We need to really see that this this kind of refereeing as should change. I don't like it. Should change. But anyway, enough of that. Now let me talk to Manchester City fans and Arsenal fans. Gather together and let's make some sense here. Why do I say let's make some sense here? I have seen many, many, many people, many fans, both Arsenal fans and Manchester City fans, or even general content creators, overriding that Arsenal with this level that City displayed today, or maybe yesterday in your time, wherever situation you are, whatever place you are, is has shown that probably we are, as Arsenal fans or Arsenal team, we are going to bottle it. We are going to bottle it, as people are saying. Now, these are my arguments. Number one, tell me how many times this season Manchester City has won 5 games in a row. Tell me this season how many times Manchester City has won 10 games in a row. This season, tell me how many times Arsenal has won 10 games in a row this season. Tell me which team has been more consistent in the entire Premier League, in the entire Europe, and the entire world this particular season more than Arsenal. Who has actually been consistent defensively, offensively, midfield wise? Who has the most depth when it comes to the Premier League in this era, in this particular Premier League 2025 2026? I don't understand what people think. I don't know what people are looking at this particular moment. I could have a bias, but I don't think this Manchester City that people are thinking is the real Manchester City is going to do anything of a damage. When I look at the fixtures that we have in the Premier League, guys, let me bring you back the fixtures here. I want to look at not all the games, but I want to look at the next 5 games for both Arsenal and Manchester City, and tell me if Manchester City has the ability to win all these 5 games. They could be. Let me start with Manchester City pictures. So I just don't know what other people think of Arsenal as a team, because if if it is just because Arsenal hasn't been that consistent, then that's not a valid discussion to me. I totally disagree with it. Now let's look at Manchester City matches right here. Let me pull it up here, guys, for you if you're able to see as well, so we can discuss this. I always bring facts, and I want you guys to be there and witness what I'm gonna talk about, because it's just valuable to me, and I mean it's just nonsensical for people to think that beating Liverpool will automatically make Manchester City fight back and always be on Arsenal neck till the end of the season. I'm gonna look at these matches. Let me share the screen with you guys. Some of you already know the matches that Manchester City are gonna play in this particular week that is coming. Now, quickly here. Hopefully, you'll be able to see it. Now, I want. Let me adjust the screen a little bit. YouTube. Okay. So, Manchester City here. Next Wednesday, which they're going to play ahead of Arsenal, Manchester City will go to Fulham. Actually, Fulham is coming to Manchester City. For sure, they're going to win this game. There is no way Manchester City will lose this game, because Fulham has just been dreadful. They have been very terrible the last few games. I don't even think Fulham will give them any problem. Come back to the channel next time if Fulham wins this game, and then I'll give you a membership right away. But this is just the next game on Wednesday. Manchester City will win automatically, even 4-5-0. I don't even count this completely. Now, when you look at that is Feb 21st. We have, you guys know weekend is FA Cup. They're gonna play Stratford. Let's just not count that. Manchester City will play Newcastle. That is on Saturday, which is February 21st. This one is going to be a win for Manchester City, because I know for sure Newcastle has just been dreadful as well. They haven't been performing. At worst, maybe they would get a draw, but I give a win for Manchester City. Those are 2 wins now. Look at Leeds and Manchester City. That is Feb 28th. This is going to be the tricky one. This is the one that Manchester City might not win. They might get a draw, or Leeds United will beat them. That is what I think. Let me know in the comment what you think. Manchester City, Nottingham Forest, for sure they will beat Nottingham Forest. Manchester City playing West Ham at West Ham United, that might be a draw, or maybe City will still win. When you look at that is already 3 games won, maybe one possible loss or a draw. And then when you come to Manchester City, Crystal Palace, they always have problems with Crystal Palace. I'm very skeptical. Probably they will win or maybe not. Manchester City, Arsenal, this is going to be the biggest game of the season. And I am just thinking it might be a draw. I don't think Manchester City will win, and I don't think Arsenal will win. It will be just a battle of Alan and defenders, and it will end up in a draw. That's just my perspective. Manchester City, Chelsea, that is just going to be another draw, or maybe Chelsea might even win, depending on how the situation will be. So with the run of these games, when you look at the last matches, Burnley, Manchester City for sure they will win. Everton, Manchester City for sure they will win. Brentford is another team that disturbs Manchester City so much in the entire season. Last season, Manchester City had a problem with Brentford. So they might have a problem as well with Brentford. And Bournemouth, you guys already know Manchester City just doesn't do well against them. And Aston Villa as the last game, Aston Villa will be going maybe for top four. Aston Villa maybe want to be in the Champions League. So in the 13 or 12 games left, I might say Manchester City might win 6 games, draw two, and probably uh, the rest would be a loss. That's just my point of view. I could be wrong. I don't know what will happen, but that is my overview of these matches. Now, when you look at Arsenal's matches as well, um, have a, let me see what this guy says here. So we are the champion this season. I agree with you. We shall make it, man. We shall make it. I just don't really think Manchester City has that energy really to beat Arsenal, and there's probably um, if we could go to Etihad with at least still 6 points or even like 7 points, I think we will be in a good shape, man. We would be in a very, very good shape to win this Premier League. I just want us to go game by game and probably show that we can make it over the line. And I think having that game between Manchester City and Arsenal in the Carabao Cup is going to help Arsenal. If they go through and win against Manchester City, that would be an extra boost to really go in for this Premier League because it's gonna be very, very intriguing. It's going to be intriguing to see who will win that Carabao Cup and how that Carabao Cup would impact the situation when it comes to the end of the season because it's still gonna be like probably 6 or maybe 4 games left when we play Carabao Cups. So that means in the next few games that are left, is the Carabao going to impact us positively or negatively? If we happen to be beaten by Manchester City, how are we going to react? How are we going to change? How are we going to improve in all situations just to show that being beaten by Manchester City, maybe in Carabao Cup, does not reflect any drive that we have towards going for this Premier League? If we win it, that would be immense. That would be a lot of encouragement. That would be a boost to show that yes, we have changed and we have made it over the line and we have gone over a second step. We have been moving every single season. I feel like we have improved a lot as Arsenal team in many situations, in many scenarios, tactically, squad depth, um, like even with the funds, reactions, and like just experience. Sometimes when you have undergone through a lot of pain, finishing second for almost 2, 3 years seasons in a row, that should at least click something in you that there is something you're missing. And I think Mikel Arteta realized that this summer, and he had to bring in new players that fit the system that has actually created this momentum for this Arsenal team to go on and fully express themselves and perform to the level where we are seeing right now. We have lost only 2 games. Manchester United, Aston Villa beat us. Which is which team is the other one that beat us? I think we have lost only 3 games for sure, right? In the Premier League. I don't even keep losses anymore. Guys. I only look at wins and wins and wins. So I think we might have lost only 3 games, right? Let me see here in the table. Uh yeah, I guess we have lost only 3 games. So I have seen teams that win Premier League matches, about Premier League trophies, they always at least, at worst, they're beaten 5 times. And with 14 games or maybe 13 games left, I don't think Arsenal can be beaten more than 3 times. Unless something just drastically changed, man. Because I don't know, but I don't think this team is capable of losing 3 games in this Premier League matches that are left. Probably against Manchester City would be a draw. Maybe we have a game against Chelsea. Probably that may be difficult. We have this, if we can brush these small teams, starting with Brentford on Thursday, if we can do that, and then move on to the next one, FA Cup, move past FA Cup, and then again go on the next week and win. If we win every single game just step by step, knowing that Manchester City are still at our back, I think we would be in a good position really to go ahead and win this trophy. I am just very optimistic. I am just very optimistic, guys, that this season is Arsenal season. No matter what anybody say, no matter what people say, pundits, Carragher, or maybe wherever pundits, you have Gary Neville or anyone, wherever they say, I think this is a winning team. I have seen enough mentality. I've seen enough evidence that prove to me that this is a team that is different from the team that we have had many years ago when Mikel Arteta first came in, and they have changed every single doubt that I have in this particular moment. You can disagree with me and you can tell me so. Let me see. Thank you so much, Charles, for coming in. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for joining. Um, so, with Manchester City winning last night, has your perception of Manchester City changed drastically? For me, no. Yeah, Charles, you're just spot on. I was talking about it. I don't think beating Liverpool yesterday would be just like a flip of a coin to make Manchester City all the way just going for runs and runs and runs in the Premier League. I don't see this Manchester City. Matches Gay is there. Matches Semonye, or Semonye, somebody wherever name he is, has been signed, or Alan has started scoring. Probably Mamouche has started also scoring. I don't think this team has the quality that many people, many seasons back ago can perform to that level. No, I don't think it hasn't changed me completely. I still believe that Arsenal season is here, and this is the only season where I have felt very confident that we are on for a ride, that we are really on for a ride, and we are gonna make it. That Arsenal will definitely win, and that is very true to me. That's what I think. We take some water, guys. So let me know your decision. I don't think beating Manchester City is going to change. I mean, beating Liverpool has changed my idea. Totally, I disagree. Um, so that's good. Let's see, 3 losses United, and then Arsenal. That's against, yeah, Liverpool. Yeah. You're correct. So it was against Liverpool, Manchester United, and Aston Villa. Those are the only 3 teams that have beaten Arsenal in the entire season. In the entire season. And I don't I don't see any other team that is super organized really to beat Arsenal in the Premier League. We could flip a little bit, probably have a draw, but I don't think the level that we are at, unless something happened. Because Chelsea, for sure, I know Chelsea by no means, even Chelsea comes to the Emirates, the game between Chelsea and Arsenal always almost ends in a draw. But I think we will be at upper hand at the Emirates again to beat Chelsea when it comes to that Premier League. That's one game that I'm thinking, that Chelsea game and the Manchester City game. If we can go over those 2 games and probably get a draw or even like win against those 2 teams, I don't see any other team beating Arsenal in the last 13 or 14 matches left. Like I said, unless something just drastically changed that nobody could have expected. Probably all the back line get injured, or maybe Jokeres and Gabriel Jesus all get injured, and nobody to replace them. Like, but I don't see that coming with the squad depth that we have. Even if those guys are injured, I think we will still be at a good shape. 6 points is a massive point, guys. 6 points is still a big margin in the Premier League. Getting 6 points, man. I don't know why people are thinking like, oh, if Manchester win on Wednesday, now they're down to 3 points, which they're gonna do for sure before we play. They will bring us down to 3 points, and then we will win again at Brentford and come back to 6 points. We go to FA Cup, come back to the Premier League, and the battle will still continue. That's why I have my title. The battle has just started. And this is the moment where I always say Pep Guardiola brings his mental genius, you know. And I think this is also has been a lesson for Arsenal to know that by the end of the season, that's where Pep Guardiola always shows his coaching ability. And Mikel Arteta has learned that for the last 3 years, and he has to at least improve on certain things, improve on all the way he plays, the way actually he has already changed the way he played. The last two games that we played at the Emirates, even when we went away at Leeds, he has changed the structure. He has changed the way players run. He has changed um, the system a little bit. If you're to look critically, tactically, we kind of play almost like a 4-4 when Kai Havertz it's in there, and maybe Gabriel Jesus or Gyökeres. We drive together in that shape of a 4-4-2 kind of. And then when we lose the ball, sometimes the way we spread to have like a 4-4 in the back, and Gabriel and all the wingers, instead of tucking in, they kind of spread to the other side. So he has changed. That is the formation where he started when Ateta first came, when he got in for like 10 runs, I think, the first season 2023. um I think in 2023 he played that system at some point, which was very effective. We had to go like in for almost like a 10-game run without being beaten, and I think he has gone back to that structure where we see that it's like I know Mikel just changes every time. Like all the coaches have their own ideas and ways to play. They don't play the same structure. We in your mind you just see like, oh, it's 4-4-3, but like there's a lot of a game in a game, if you can imagine that, where like at this moment they're doing this, at this moment they're doing a different thing. Like they have that tweaking every time, depending on how the opponent is behaving, depending on how they are really approaching the match, which Mikel Arteta is really, really tactical in it. Every single time we watch Arsenal, if you're watching with tactical mind or tactical brain, you can see the battle that most of these coaches play when it comes to that midfield or even striking line and in the defense. And I uh, I have seen like the last two games where we had all clean sheets. You could see how the defense has actually been changed a little bit, and how Declan Rice is operating, and how Zubimendi is also trying to be in that support of the defense. And immediately Declan Rice, once Arsenal get the ball, you can see his runs. That's why the goal that he passed to Kai Havertz against Chelsea, you could see that that's a different structure of Arsenal play, because we haven't been seeing Declan Rice operate in that section, that side of the field. In most cases, he was always like on the right, I mean on the left side. But on that day, and even on this last match that we played, you could see that he's on that side where, uh, on the right hand side, more than the left, where he used to when he first came at Arsenal and replacing Zaka. That's what he was doing. So it's a different structure every time in a game, and I feel like with that, I don't think with the players that we have, we will just collapse all of a sudden. It feels like we have gone back to the position where teams are even having difficulties to have shots against us. And that's what we want as the season is ending. We need that to be there so that we can capitalize on every single mistake We are going to be in trouble someday. Sometime we might have a draw, we might have a loss. Manchester City will also have the same struggle as we, as Arsenal, will. It's not guaranteed that all the 14 games left or 13 games left will be won. No teams can do that. Just naturally, you will fall down at some point. But my only appeal to the Arsenal fans and even like Arsenal supporters or even Arsenal team itself, we need to be together at this very moment. We need to be strong and we need to criticize with a different lens. We don't have to look at a game and then just criticize them just at a game. Look at the whole season in front of you and see if this Manchester City can win the league just at the end without really playing a very good football the entire season. It happens, but I don't think this Arsenal team, if we keep the momentum the way it is, we shall be in position to just collapse all of a sudden. Just because, Arsenal is just Arsenal, as people say. Butter job, butter job, butter job. I don't see that happening, guys. You can let me know in the comment what you think, but that's my view. And you can agree with it or you can't. It's just my view. I understand everybody is entitled to their own views. Now, Arsenal to win the league. Yeah, you're correct. I agree with you. I've already said 1,000 times that subscribe to the channel, guys. If you subscribe to the channel and Arsenal doesn't win the league, I will put my hands up and say, man, I was overconfident. I was this and this. But I think with what I've seen, with the teams that I've seen, with the analysis that I've done many years, many times, with this Premier League situation that I'm seeing everything unfolding just right in front of me, I don't see Arsenal missing this league. No matter what happened, I don't. I'm not scared of Manchester City. I, even if they won all 10, 14 games and we are still there, I still feel like even with 1 point, even with 2 points, even with 3 points, we shall still win this league. And it would be enjoyable probably when we go to Etihad, we will be 5, 6 points ahead. That would be my dream. Because I don't see this team falling, guys. I've already said that a million times. Because I don't see anything different in Manchester City, even after winning this game against Liverpool. I don't see anything different. They could have had desire today because they knew if they don't win this match, it's almost like the title is over, which everybody knew. Everyone was talking about it. That so they were having a hyper energy or hyper energy, I can call it, like super energized to like say yes. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go for this. And any team can do that in one game. But is it just about that one game against Liverpool only? Are they gonna do that in every matches? Are they not gonna fall short at some point? Because you can be pumped up for one game, but doesn't mean that that's the way you're gonna play the entire season or the entire 14, 15 games left. No, I don't see Manchester City winning 10 games in a row in this particular Manchester City. Like I said, tell me at what point in this particular season that Manchester City has won even games in a row. Probably 6 games, even 3 games. They're like on and off, on and off, on and off every single time. And a win against Chelsea, a win against Liverpool can just not all of a sudden make them get 10 games run in a row. No, 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 guys. No, 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 no. I don't agree with that. Completely I disagree. I completely disagree. But yeah, let me know, guys. So it's just something that I think we need to address. But let me know, guys, your thought on the game and what you thought of the game as well, and what you think Arsenal have to do, or why do we think many people are still skeptical that this game. I know it's gonna be difficult. It's not like we are just gonna go on a run, 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 and we will just probably win every single game that we have. It's gonna be difficult. and I agree and understand that. It's Premier League games. It's not like we're playing in the Championship. It's Manchester City, as always people say. But 6 points, 6 points, guys, in the Premier League at this current state, I don't think it's something small. I don't think it's something small. Even if 4 points, I don't think it's something small. Six is still a big margin, a big margin. We can go on a run even with these 6 points till the end of the season, and we shall be winners. Not that it's going to happen, but we shall be in a pole position really to take the trophy as well if we decide to win all our matches. It's doable, but I'm not saying we're going to do it because I know for sure we may have draws, we may have a fallout sometime, we may go, maybe we lose, you know, because it's still 15 games. You can't give up in 15 games. Like Pep Guardiola said, they just want to be there at the neck of Arsenal. If they see any slip or anything, they take their advantage. And we should also be like that to show them that, yes, we know you're coming after us, but we're united today and we are on a good course to go ahead and win this particular league. For the fans, for the Arsenal, for the English Premier League, for at least everybody in the world to see that the project that started 6 years ago is now materializing after 6 years. Trust the process. That's what that was the line. Trust the process. Trust the process, guys. I totally agree. Let's trust the process and see what come may. Um, but anyway, yeah, that's what I can tell you guys. And thanks for subscribing to the channel, and thanks for commenting, and thanks for being there for the Arsenal stand. We are here possibly every single day, and if you want to be part of the show, like I said, the link is up there. You can also DM me or go on Instagram and DM me if you want to be part of the show, and I can invite you ahead of time and you come and discuss what you think of the games mostly. So if you're available, let me know. Go on the Arsenal Stand on Twitter as well. You can send me a message there, and also on Instagram. You can also go there and find us there. Follow us as well on Facebook as well. Follow us so that we can be in touch. We bring you every single latest news concerning Arsenal and Premier League and all everything concerning the Premier League. But yeah, we focus mainly on Arsenal, as we know, it's our team, and that's the team I support. So sometimes we may have bias as we give our views, but I'm a little bit flexible and open minded when it comes to analysis. I like to analyze things with open mind. And if you can challenge it, is you're welcome to challenge also. And I like that you guys are engaged and asking questions and helping me also visualize in a different perspective, which is good. So wherever works for you guys, let me know in the comment, and we shall always be there to discuss this. But just as we are about to finish, there are a few things that also I want to think about the Brentford game. We shall do a preview for it as soon as the week goes on, and then we will see what our lineup are like, or fixtures run like, and what we think Mikel Arteta's press conference would be like when after Manchester City taking us back to 6 points. Because I don't know why people were really overhyped that Arsenal was gonna have 9 points difference, and forgetting that Liverpool is just Liverpool, and they haven't been at their best this season, and we shouldn't have overhyped uh, our emotions and like the expectations to think Liverpool would have saved us in any way. I think like if we do our job, we would be in good shape. We just need to do what we can do to move forward from here, so that we don't really think that a team can help us in any way. I think with the momentum we have, with the squad that we have, I think we don't need help from anyone. That's what I always say. Just we need to do our job and focus on what we can do our best, score goals, and have and have a good defense as always, and just play with the vision, with the eye on the prize. That's what I can say. If you have an eye on the prize as you play, you will perform as well. So I'm still there, standing with the team till the end of the season. No matter what happened, guys, we will be here to celebrate or to cry together, because I want to build a channel where if we are not going well, we criticize the team with open mind. Of course, we don't have to like. I'm not this guy of a teta outer. So like, oh, out, out, out. No, I always take my things slow but sure, and reason with open mind. So you can also reason with open mind, because if you're too strict on yourself and you don't see game outside of the community, it becomes a trap for you. So yeah, I have lots of things that will be coming on the channel very soon. We are gonna make a podcast as well, guys. We will create a podcast. That will be coming every week also, and we will have Stricto probably on it. Some few guys, we shall have some surprises, you guys already know. So we will be hitting the podcast very soon. It will be on every platform as well, as we discuss the Arsenal game, and some few things will be coming on the channel, and I'm glad you guys are part of it. So subscribe to the channel and be part, so that you don't miss any podcast that will come in, you don't miss any story that will come in, you don't miss anything. Turn on your notification bell as well, so that you don't miss anything, because we are here live stream will just be every time around this time we start um, doing it. So yeah, if you want to just straightforward stay with the live stream, and for people who are gonna watch later as well, please enjoy and also subscribe to the channel as well, so that you don't miss every single content that we bring to you. But time is far spent. If there is nothing else, I still tell you that we are going to do this, and Arsenal are at a very good position to win. I don't see us falling down. I don't see us backing off. I don't see us giving this title to Manchester City in any way or shape or form, because we are the Arsenal. That's why we have the Arsenal stand. We are the Arsenal, born to win and born to perform and born to cherish every single moment of football when it comes to the Premier League. I know we haven't won it last 21 years. The last time was 2024. But now is our moment that we should definitely celebrate and definitely enjoy every single ball that we play. Yeah, that's my thought for today. And I will see you guys again tomorrow. And yeah, love for the love. And yeah, have fun and enjoy your day if you're going on the day. Enjoy your night if you're going on the night. I will see you again tomorrow. One love.